Okay, guys, we are live. It's Monday night, the day after that fantastic 2-2 draw. I don't see fantastic win. That fantastic 2-2 draw at Anfield yesterday. Oh my God, that was Clash of Titans. That was epic stuff. That Mosalah goal, OMG, what an abs. Mane's goal was brilliant too, to be fair. But that Mosalah goal of the season so far. It probably win it, but there's a long way to go in the season. But 2-2 wasn't right. Could have won, could have lost, could have drew. I'll take it at 2-2. Going in at half-time 0-0. We were lucky to go in at half-time 0-0, to be fair. We really were lucky to go in at half-time 0-0. I thought City were unbelievable first half. They were unbelievable first half. They played really, really well first half, and we did well. We did well to come in. You know, we really did. We did well to come in at half-time at 0-0 because it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. It really could have been. So my thing, I was out watching it with Keith in a pub yesterday. Wasn't drinking. Heineken Zero. It's quite nice, actually, because I was driving, so I couldn't drink. And but the Mosalah goal went absolutely crazy. And most people probably did because it was just absolutely ridiculous. John Moore in the house. Pick up Dave. Hope you're well, mate. Well, it would have been a lot better if Fabinho would have scored that to make it 3-2, of course. But I mean, we'll take it. The draw was about right. City were very good. City were very, very good in the first half. We got a lot better. We couldn't have played any worse, probably. We played a lot better in the second half. So it was a game of two halves, I suppose. But to win at 0-0 at half-time, I think, for Liverpool was a huge, huge bonus. I really do think so. But let people know we're live. Share it. Hit the like button. Do all what you got to do, guys, because I'm going to stay on for a little while. Just a bit of appreciation. It's about appreciation of that fantastic result. That's what it's about. And that's what it is about for the Reds, and that's what it is for everything. There's a problem with there's a lot of problem with the internet today, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but there's a lot of issues, apparently, a lot of issues going on at the moment. But we shall see, as they say. I'm just going to put in a few people here, see if we can get a few people in. Get your comments in, guys. Let's go. This is the big one. This is the Super Reds, and this is the Super Reds channel, baby. This means more. But what a game, 2-2. But Mosalah, OMG. Mosalah, the king of Egypt. What a goal. Who else could score a goal like that? If Mbappe, Messi, or Ronaldo did that, I know it's all over the place still, but it'd be just, oh my God. Oh my God. What a goal. Mane as well. Really good goal for his confidence. He needed that. Great ball. Did you see the move for the Mané goal? From the goalkeeper to the defender to Fabinho's flick. And then the ball through from Salah through to Mané. What a finish. Oh, OMG. It was absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to stay on for a little while. As I say, it's just to be here and say hello to you guys and appreciate that 2-2 epic game of football yesterday. Dave, we are still top of the league and still unbeaten. We're actually better off now than we were this time last year. We're not top of the league. I think Chelsea on top. Didn't they by a point? I think Chelsea are on top. We're second. We're on top of our Champions League as well. But listen, we're in a good place. We're unbeaten as well, so that's a big thing for us, Seamus Moore, Mosalah, the king of Egypt. Yes, the king of it. I'll drop that down a little bit, maybe like that. How is the audio, guys? Is the audio good? Give me a thumbs up if the audio and the picture is good. Yeah, Eamon Kelly. Hello, fellow Reds. What a game. Could have won it at the end, but a draw was a fair result. Absolutely was a fair result, yeah. Could have won it, could have lost it, but we drew it. So it's a 50-50, you have to say City didn't deserve to lose that game, did they really? So, coming to Anfield, getting a 2-2, they'll take that, especially after being 1-0 down, 2-1 down. Who impressed you in the game? Who wasn't so good in the game? I heard a lot of stuff today about a lot of Fabinho and Hendo, a lot of giving out and saying lazy. The word lazy was used. I've never heard that word being used against Henderson before in my life. Lazy? What are you talking about? It's only Ribena. It's only Milli Vanilli juice tonight. But yeah, absolutely not. I mean, he looked tired. He did look tired second half. Last 10 minutes he was out with his feet. He really was. But that chance for Fabinho, oh God, what a tackle. I think it was Ruben Dias a tackle, but it was some tackle. I mean, that was a goal written all over it. If it was a striker, he probably would have been buried. It was like Salah, Bobby or Mane, even Jota. it would have been a goal, I'd say. It fell to a central midfield. It was a little bit slow taking it down and then trying to scoops it, it goes in the 3-2, baby. It was a good game, especially the second half. And in fairness, they didn't give up either. A draw, probably a fair result. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at the Chelsea game. Chelsea City. I mean, Chelsea were absolutely demolished by City. They were demolished. I know it was 1-0, but it could have been way worse. And to be fair, Chelsea didn't come out second half. We did come out second half. That's the big plus for me. We did come out second half and show what we're made of. But I think City, Liverpool, it's going to be some race. It is going to be some race. Sorry, they have a point behind Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea are on top. But listen, it's early. You know, it's early. Hi, Dave. Wishing you well, Liverpool fans. Love and respect from Iraq in the house. Arez Ranier. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you're safe and well from Iraq. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. Get your friends in for this roller coaster ride. Liverpool roller coaster ride of a season. And it's already started unbelievably. Hasn't it, guys? Champions League as well. You know, 2 wins out of 2 there. It's just nice. As I said, it's coming on full of energy. I was drained yesterday. I did a few videos after a Mosalah reaction video as well. And I was just drained. I think the game just drained me. Those 90 minutes, it could have went either way right to the last ball. You know, City could have lost, would have been a bit of a disaster. We could have won, would have been all over the shop. So, wow, unbelievable. Hendel didn't have his best game. Jones held his own in the second half. Yeah, Jones was a bit. We go through the ratings as well. I'll give you my ratings, my 1 to 11 ratings as well, and who I think was man of the match and stuff like that. And this joint man of the match, what is that all about? Foden and Salah getting it. Foden was good, but Salah was, you know, intergalactic at this stage. There's no doubt about it. Salah was, wow. Not only did he make the first goal, the second goal, what was that? Hi there, big up to you, Lalu. Patel, what the hell's how you, Lalu? Hope you're well. Hit the thumbs up. Thumbs ups are so important. I did a video yesterday. It's nearly 6,000 views already in 24 hours. I did it for Mosalah. I was in the pub. And, you know, you just don't know in YouTube what video is going to take off and what video isn't going to take off, you know. But seeing Salah and Mane celebrating together was brilliant. And people say they don't really get on. I didn't get on. Listen, you're always going to have a bit of bite. All the great teams, all the great strikers have a bit of an edge about them. You want that as well. You like my new camera, HD camera. But so yeah, they all want that. You want a bit of an edge. You want a bit of a bite. It's like kids playing the football pitch or playing the 5-a-side. You know, fighting again. I'm better than you. You're better than me. I want to score more goals than you. That keeps the edge going. You know, once it doesn't boil over. But no, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. Curtis Jones did okay. It's always going to be tough in the midfield, especially against Manchester. Jesus Christ. Man Silva had a good game. I think he had a really good game. The Milner, should he been sent off? Should he not have been sent? A lot of talking points from the game. But just look back on that Mane goal again. It's unbelievable. The ball from Fabinho to Salah. And then Salah runs through. Oh my God. The easy, nice little simple ball. Just Mane just has to run onto it. Bang into the corner. Bang, the place erupts. It looked electric at Anfield yesterday. It absolutely looked electric at Anfield. Let's want to see if we can get a few more people in here, guys. I will try. Absolutely try. If I can. But 7:30 is probably an unusual time to get people in. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, just back to the game, 2-2. As I say, draws probably be about right. City were miles ahead of us in the first half. We were all over the shop. We looked tired, devoid of ideas. Our midfield was being overrun. They were going down the right-hand side. Milner was being targeted, literally being, targeted like a drone strike. He was being targeted all over the shop. And Foden, to be fair to him, had a really good game. It was giving him a bit of a nightmare. He got an early yellow, and I was getting worried. Could have been sent off. He'd 1 or 2 other tackles before that as well. And Klopp just had to take him off with Gomez on. I mean, it just had to be done. Because I think he would have been sent off. Could have been sent off anyway, but he definitely would have been sent off if he would have stayed on any longer, John Moore, think Klopp maybe needs to take a bit of blame. If we didn't win, Millie should have been taken off at halftime, and Naby for Jones. Yeah, I thought Naby Keita must be thinking, what must he do to get a game or get some game time? Jones was in and out of the game. He was in and out of the game. He's energy, though. He's only young. That's the thing. He's got the youth, Klopp likes him. So, I think that was that question there. Maybe we should be looking at options at right back. Nothing against Milner, but at times just he looks stretched. Listen, Milner's like, Milner, to be fair, in a normal world, he's so super fit. That's the reason he's playing. He's mid-30s here now. He's playing and starting for Liverpool. One of the best teams in Europe, one of the best teams in the world. He's playing and starting at fullback. He's not originally a fullback. He's filling in. He's Mr. Utility. He's a transformer from the 80s. This guy is... I can't give out about Milner, even though you want to try or say something. I just can't give out. I cannot give out about Milner. He could have been sent off, should have been sent off, wasn't sent off. So I just cannot give out about him. Paul Owens, hi David Reds, absolutely would have taken a point at halftime. Was worried second half, yeah, exactly. At halftime, I was just saying to Keith, I was watching it in the pub with Keith, I was saying, got to get the halftime here at 0-0. Got to get the halftime at 0-0. And going into halftime at 0-0, I'd say Klopp was the happier manager, to be fair. I mean, Pep was pulling the last bits of hair out of his head at this stage because he was not happy, especially with the Milner. He was not happy at all. Klopp said at halftime that the boys had to be brave in the passing second half. We were outrunning the first half. First half was just terrible. I wouldn't even rewatch that first half. It was so bad. It was as bad as I've seen them at home. Probably since those 6 games we lost in a row last year in January and February. So, but listen, the character was there. We showed up second half, and that's the most important thing. We scored 2 goals against 2 great goals, 2 unbelievable goals, and not against a Mickey Mouse side, against one of the best sides. It wasn't Norwich. It wasn't Norwich we were scoring them against. Sorry, Norwich, but you know what I mean. It was Man City. Yeah, Man City. Probably the team to beat, really. The team to beat, to be fair. Hi, Dave. 2-2. I'll take it because the first half we were poor. But moments of brilliance from Mane and Salah got us ahead. Should have won it, but 2-2 was a fair. Milner, lucky to be left on, says Doug. Doug, you can pop in for 5-10 minutes if you want. Give me a thumbs up and I'll send you a link. Get your views on the game, no problem. Yeah, as I said, halftime. To get in at halftime, 0-0 was a huge bonus. It was a big, big bonus for me. And I had a feeling the hairdryers would be out. The old famous hairdryers would be out for, they were going to come out, and Klopp was not a happy man. He was not a happy man. But going into halftime, I'd say he was saying, got away with it there, got away with it there. I thought he might have made a change at halftime, but he didn't. We drew against our 2 rivals at home. We're now going to beat them away. Tough task, but it's early yet. Maybe even draws away. I think City away would be the tough one. I'm City at a team. Whoever finishes above City wins the league, I think. Whoever finishes above them. I'm saying it all season, set at the start of the season. They're the champions, they're favourites still for the league. But I'll say we'll be there or thereabouts. We'll be there or thereabouts. Don't be worried about that. Don't be worried about that. We will be there or thereabouts. That second half performance yesterday tells me exactly that. Sean Osborne, how are you, my friend? Hopefully, hit the like button, buddy. Hit the share button. Let's get a few people in here and let's chat about that epic thriller 2-2 at Anfield last night. Oh my God, that Mosalah goal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Masoudi Kali, I think I'm pronouncing it Khalil, is it? Hi Dave, Michael Owen say that Mo is not good technically, but he's good physically. So I want to know what he is meaning. Mo is not good technically. I seen Tony Cascarino now. He shouldn't be talking about it on TalkSport, talking about Mo Salah not being that technically gifted, and that Grealish and the likes of these guys are way more technically gifted than Mo Salah. But what he is talking about? That goal yesterday was Messi. That goal, yeah. If you put Messi in a Liverpool jersey yesterday, only probably Messi could do that. Only Messi, the only person alive right now, other than Mo Salah, I'm sorry, Ronaldo, I'm sorry, is Messi. It was a Messi type goal. Low center of gravity, quick feet, 2-3 players mesmerized, like a magician shown at a kid's party. That's what it was like. And then mesmerizing the last defender, and the keeper didn't know what hit him into the far corner in off the post. There wasn't much. It was postage stamp. I mean, that was Messi-esque. If there was ever, he did it against Spurs a few seasons ago. Remember the 2-1 goal, exact same side. He did it against Spurs. We thought it was the winner. That finished 2-2 as well. Do you remember the Kane dive? Yeah. So he's done it before. Similar goal that he got against Napoli as well. That famous goal that we won 1-0. And then the famous Alisson save got us into the last 16. So He's done this before. It wasn't a fluke. This is Mosalah. This is the king of Egypt. Unbelievable. Zayn Karim is in the house. How are you, Zayn? Long time no see, my friend. Hopefully you are all good. Mosalah, best in the world. Zayn, you're absolutely correct. Unbelievable. Like that. Listen, we all knew Mosalah was one of the best in the world. We all know that as Liverpool fans. I'm a big, huge Mosalah fan, of course. But that just was the rubber stamp yesterday. That was the stamp on it saying, here we go. Mosalah, the king of Egypt. What a goal. Oh, it was, I could watch that. I've watched it a good few times, but I could watch it again and again and again. Look at my reaction on my YouTube channel to it. It was in the pub. We were all singing, Mosalah, Mosalah, running down the wing. Salah, Egyptian king. What a song. Of course, taken from the original song, I'll Sit Down by James. Mane looked sharp too, says Nerd Boy. Kareem. Mane did. He took his goal well. He took his goal absolutely well. But exactly, big kudos to Mo. Mo made that goal, really. He put it on the plate for Salah, or for Mane. Great finish. Really, really crisp finish. Exactly what we need him to be. Quick and confident. This is Zayn. Absolutely. We need them all to be quick and confident. Bobby even did okay when he came on. Didn't he? Held up the ball well. I thought Bobby should have started. I said it on Friday night. My starting 11 was exactly that team, except for Bobby in for Jota. Jota just didn't look right, you know. I think Jota's a better impact sub, better coming on 20-25 when the defenders are tired, because he's plenty of pace, or he's more pace than Firmino, you know, for going in behind. I just thought that would have been a better compliment, would have complemented the game better. In hindsight, yes, it would. But Klopp doesn't listen to me. I can't tell Klopp what to do, but I'm going to go through the ratings. I thought Alisson in goal was brilliant. He pulled off two unbelievable. He kept us in the game at half-time. Going at 0-0 was a lot to do with Alisson. Let's be fair, guys. So Alisson's going to get an 8 out of 10 for me. He let in 2 goals. He hadn't got a chance. One was deflected. One was in the pin into the corner from Foden. But an 8 out of 10 for Alisson. Keep it at 0-0 at half-time for me. That was big. Matip and Van Dijk didn't have the greatest games in the world, but I'll give them both maybe a 7 each for Van Dijk and Matip. Robertson did as much as he could do going forward. I'll give him a 7 too. Millie, look, he's not a fullback. I'm going to give Millie a 6 out of 10. Could have been sent off, but you can't say that about his effort. He'll give 100%, all 100% of the time. So 6 out of 10 for Millie. Maybe 6.5. 6.5? 6.5 for Millie. Midfield, Fabinho and Henderson just didn't look right, especially first half. It was one of Fabinho's worst games. Could have won it late on, of course, Fabinho, but didn't. I'll give Fabinho 6.5, Henderson a 6.5, and Jones a 6.5. I just thought their midfield had us overrun, especially first half, and just gave us a lot to do. That was the foundation. And their midfield was a lot better than their midfield, you know. Up front, Mane, beautiful goal. Look good, look hungry. I'll give Mane a 7.5. Mane in the mirror, 7.5 for taking his goal as well. Had another chance, probably should have scored. Jota wasn't great, was he? Jota, I'll give him a 7. I'll give Jota a 7. He's still dangerous. Just been on the pitch, he's dangerous, I suppose. But the man of the match for me, the king of Egypt, with the wonder goal and the assist, is Mosalah, the king of Egypt. A 9 out of 10 for Mo. Just keeps getting better and better. But that goal is just, it's goal of the season. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be there. It's going to be there in May. It's going to be one of the goals. That Mane goal for the passing could even get in. It was that good. But Mo just for the brilliance of it. The Messi-esque brilliance. I mean, he's getting 9 out of 10 for me. Gomez, come on, did okay. Filling in for Milner. But I mean, like, you know, and Bobby as well did okay coming in for Jota, to be fair. I thought he should have started, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? I don't know why Alexander was not playing this. He was injured. Alexander Trent has a slight injury. He'll be back after the international break. That's why he wasn't playing yesterday. Thiago's injured, and of course, Elliott's long-term injury. So they were injured. That was the problem. Midfield needs some strength back. They look tired. Should have rotated more. Unfortunately, squad depth let us down again. Maybe Naby should have come on last 20. You know, gave us a bit of freshness in the midfield. I don't know what Klopp was thinking. I just don't know. We played a lot better in midfield, though, to be fair, second half, you know. But the last 10, 15 just looked so tired. Really, really tired. Matt have improved after the second half. Yeah, he's doing those big, long-legged incursions into the midfield, wasn't he? Robertson's energy brought us back into the match. The dog mentality we needed, says Zane. We will win the league, says Mosalah. How are you, Mo? Hopefully you're well. Yeah, well, I think it's between us and City, to be fair. I mean, we're the two outstanding. So Chelsea, European champions, you know, what a squad. But I don't think that Liverpool City's level. I just don't. United either. But it's a long season, guys. So who knows? It is a long season. We've got to keep players fit. We've got to keep our spine on the pitch. That's our problem. Aging like a fine wine, says Zane. You could say the same about Milner. You know, that's exactly what he is. He's just unbelievable. I wanted Bobby to start, but his cameo was so poor. I thought he was okay. I thought he held up the ball okay. It's hard coming on in a big game like that, though. It's really hard to come on in a big game like that and put down your footprint. It's really hard, you know. Mo says Mo is the best player in the world. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, baby. I think Van Dijk might be due a rest, 1 or 2 games. I thought he looked tired yesterday. Well, he's coming back from it, he's coming back from an unbelievable injury. People forget that. You know, he was out for what, 9 months, 8 months? Like, people forget. And yeah, he could do with a rest, but we just can't afford to rest him. We cannot afford to rest Van Dijk, you know. So that's the problem we have. He is a man we just cannot rest. He's that good. He's that important to us. Just going to see 1 or 2 people want to pop in here. If they want. Doug, you can pop in if you want. I sent you a link. Silva and Salah, best players on the pitch yesterday, says Eamon Kelly. Yeah, Silva was brilliant for City. Foden was good as well. But the deflection, KDB, hit Matip. I'm not blaming Matip, but I think Alisson would have got it. You know, he would have got it. But sure, it's 2-2. We take it and we move on. Abby Ward in the house. How are you, Abby? It was an unbelievable game. He definitely looked tired yesterday. What a Salah goal, says Abby. Oh my God, what a goal. That's just dreamland, baby. Oh, I'm still in dreamland. It was energy. I was in bed early last night because the bloody energy that 90 minutes took out of me. And I was in a pub, but I wasn't drinking. I was only drinking non-alcoholic beer. But imagine I was drinking, I was going crazy. But that goal, good enough to win any game. Well, could have won the game, should have won the game, whatever. And then the Fabinho chance, oh no. You have to say a fantastic tackle. I think it was Diaz. Was it Ruben Diaz? Last millimetre getting his foot to it. Any mistake, it's a penalty, it's a whatever. But Abby Ward, hopefully you're well, my friend. That run by Silva in the first half scared me. Yeah, he went by about 15 players, even though there's only 11 on the pitch. He went by 4 of his own players. He was that good. Silva was good. Low centre of gravity again. Very hard to knock off the ball. Quick feet. Similar to Salah, that's what I'm saying. We kind of miss Elliot, says Zane. Yeah, I mean, start of the season, if you remember, the triangle. Salah, Trent, and Elliot. That triangle. That was the triangle. The love triangle. That was the triangle. The Liverpool triangle that was working. All the stuff was coming down from that side. And we were really doing well. And obviously, Elliot's out till after Christmas now at this stage. Just hope he can get back by the end of the season. That'd be a bonus for us. But and as I say, we missed Trent yesterday as well. But listen, Trent will be back hopefully for the next game after the international break. Don't mention international break. It's so close to Halloween. You are scaring me. Get your comments in. Hit the like button, guys. It's going to stay on for a little while. As I say, it's just a celebration stream for that Mosalah goal. Oh my God. It would have been an even better celebration stream. We would have won the bloody game. But I might do a more in-depth look, a recap into it with maybe Keith and Ivan midweek, maybe Wednesday or Thursday night. A bit more in-depth look, technical look on the 2-2. But absolutely, I can't read Arabic. Maybe Zayn can read it. I don't know, but I can't read. Zaid Gad in the house. Hopefully, it's saying something nice. But hopefully, you're well, my friend. A Mosalah fan in the house. Thiago would have been so good for this match. Yeah, I said that today. I said that yesterday to Keith. We missed Thiago in midfield. Even to come on, last 20, 25, keep the ball. We were giving the ball away far, far too cheaply. Far too cheaply. They're giving it away just far too cheaply, And we did need his control, as Zane says. Yeah, we did, but we hadn't got it. He was injured, so there's nothing we could do about it. Seamus Moore, have to take a draw, especially against City. No, not at Anfield. No. I was confident going into this game. I really was. I was disappointed with the first half, but just delighted to get in 0-0. And we played better second half. But at Anfield, I think on our day, you could beat anybody, So no matter if it's City or not, City had a bad record. I think they've only beaten us once, like in about 15,000 years. So, and that was last year, 4-1. And that was just a crazy result. It was COVID. There was no crowd. The crowd was electric yesterday. It really was. Hit the like buttons, guys. Hit the share button. Let's get a few people in for this epic 2-2 draw. My little dog is eating something there. I don't know what she's eating. But anyway, we should have won the Chelsea game. Well, it's gone now, isn't it? It's gone now. 100th Salah 100th goal. Killian Kenny in the house. Killian, hopefully you are well. What a goal. Oh, I can go on about this goal. You could do a podcast just on the Salah goal yesterday. It was that good. You could just do it. Even the Mané goal, the 2 goals were delicious. They really were delicious. I hope Man U keep their manager. He's the best in the world since Mosalah. Yeah, 10-year contract on the cards for Ole at the wheel. Zayn is very 18-19 vibes. More like 17-18 vibes, really. Scoring a lot of goals. Defensively, a little bit. We're a little tighter in defence, let's be real, than we were back then because, of course, we have Van Dijk. But, we're scoring goals now. I mean, there was a time where we weren't scoring. We couldn't get a bloody goal. Couldn't buy a goal, Mané, Salah in particular look good going forward. If we can get Jota or Bobby firing, things will be good in the house. But we'll have a little chat about Mosalah's wages now in a minute. Keita wouldn't have suited that game yesterday. Klopp picked our best team available. City do have more options. We said after halftime and matched them. Yeah, second half obviously were much better. But as I say, getting in at halftime 0-0 was almost a result for me because we were so poor first half. Really, really poor. I was worried. Zane has a little word here. Breaking news. Liverpool have been reluctant to pay what Mosalah feels he's worth because it has the potential to set a new market. The club's wage structure set the Athletic. I feel sick. Well, I don't believe everything you read, but I mean, you're reading you're $500,000 a week, $350 a week, $300 a week. Mosalah is worth whatever a week. I mean, I don't think he's that type of player, to be fair. I don't think he is. I think Salah, for me, is the type of player, he's not a money man. We know he's not. He's a religious man. He's a family man. He's not more money orientated at all. Maybe his agent is, but I don't think Salah is. But he wants to get it. He's 29. This is his last probably big contract. Let's be fair. 29. This is his last big contract. And he wants as good a contract for his family and for himself as he can get. And my dog is going mad. It must be Salah. Let me sort that dog out. Hold on. The dog is going mad. Luna! So disrespectful to Mo Salah. Mentioned him in the same breath as Eden Hazard. No. Not the same breath as Eden Hazard. No. That ship sailed a long time ago. Saeed Gad. Hope you're well, my friend. I hope Salah continues with Liverpool and score 200 goals. So do we all, baby. So do we all. My dog is going crazy. Big Mo Salah fan, my dog. Luna is the name of my dog, and she's gone absolutely crazy out the back there. Must be Klopp knocking at the door. Come in, Klopp. Come in. But guys, hit the like button, hit the share button. I'll stay on as long as you guys get good questions in the comments, of course. But just yesterday, and Mo Salah, get him to sign that bloody contract. I don't care how much it is a week. He deserves everything. I mean, who are you going to buy? He's less than 2 years in his contract. Who are you going to buy if Salah goes for free or even goes cheap next year? Who are you going to buy to get? Who's going to guarantee you 20 plus league goals every year? Nobody's going to guarantee. Even Mbappe, he's not guaranteed 20 in the Premier League. It's a different league. Who's not guaranteed anything. So for me, Who's better than him out there? You could say Haaland, he's younger, he's hungry, he will get goals. But you're going to pay huge money for him. Maybe 150, 200 million. So you're going to have to replace Salah with someone, today's market, that's 100 plus million, 150 million. So give Salah what he wants. Give him to 2026. Give him his, he's 2 years left. Give him another 3 or 4 years on top of that. Even 2025. Give him the 4-year contract. That's what he wants. 500,000, 300 grand a week. So what? This guy will pay it back in spades because he's fit. He's hungry. This is as hungry as I've bloody seen him, to be fair. He looks really hungry this year. He's super fit. This guy is he's never injured, touch wood. So give him what he wants, guys. Give Mosalah, if Liverpool are listening, give him what he wants because we're not going to be able to replace him. Not cheaply, anyway. You won't be able to do the little put the hands in the coal, put your hands in the coal bag and pick out a diamond on Mosalah. Because Mosalah is a diamond, guys. Let's be real. This guy is, the king of Egypt. He's one of our best players. Will go down as one of Liverpool's best ever players. There's no doubt about it. He's a winger. He's a winger. He's a winger. He can play anywhere on the front trees, on either wing, in the middle. This guy is just, wow. Never injured. No problems on or off the field. Off the field. Doesn't need, a model professional. Model professional. You cannot buy players like that anymore. Stays out of the limelight as much as he is. He's one of the most famous footballers in the world. Let's be fair. One of the top 5, 6 players in the world for fame. Everyone knows Mosalah. But he's never in the news for anything bad. Everything good. Everything positive. As I say, never injured. And will guarantee you 20 plus every bloody season. Try replace that, Liverpool. Try replace it. Try replace it. John Moore, loving the show, Dave. Top LFC channel. John Moore in the house. I tell you what, if one of you guys want to pop in for 2 minutes, give me your... I'll put the link up if you want to click on it and come in for a minute or two. You only need a smartphone. Hit the links, follow the links and come in and give me your opinion on Mosalah and should Liverpool keep Mosalah. Hold on, see if I can share the link here. If I can, I will. Just for a minute or two, you can pop in and give me your take on Mosalah, the king of Egypt. If I can pop it in here, I will. Okay, guys, there is the link. Click on the link and pop in and give me your view on Mosalah. I'm going to stay on for another few minutes. Keep it clean. No messing or you'll just be banged off the stream. John Moore, Zane, anybody want, Eamon Kelly, anybody in the chat wants to pop in just to give me their view on Mosalah, the king of Egypt. You can pop in if you so want. But Salah had limited places to go. I think his agent is haggling over a new contract, which is right. Well, as I say, Eamon, it's his last big contract. It's his last big payday, isn't it? He's 29. He's 2 years left on this contract. He'll be 31. No one's going to spend 100 plus million on a 31-year-old. It's not going to happen, is it? So he wants to get the money and he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. There's no doubt about it. He deserves it. He deserves all he can get. All the money he can get. Mosalah deserves it. Give him $500,000 a week because it's gonna cost Liverpool 150 million to replace him. There's no doubt about it. And I don't even know who could replace him. Mbappe, Haaland, yeah. There's no guarantee they're going to get those goals. There's no guarantee they're going to fit in so smoothly. They're going to be as non-disruptive as he is, as fit as he is, stay as fit as he is, play as many games, score as many goals. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed because you can all say Mbappe and all this, Haaland and Lewandowski and all this type of stuff, but there's no guarantee they're going to do it. So we've got a player who's doing it. Keep him, sign him up, get him the long contract. Let's go. As I say, if anybody wants to pop in, you only need a smartphone. You click on that link, StreamYard link, and pop in, and I'll pop you in for maybe 2 minutes if you want to pop in, a little viewers thing, and have a chat about Mosalah and yesterday's game, if you want. If you don't want that, no panic. Cedric Lopez in the house. Cedric, how are you, my friend? Hopefully all is well. From the States, I think, United States. Iraq was in there earlier. United States, worldwide, LFC family, guys. LFC family. I like coming on the odd time, just do these little solo runs, little appreciation solo LFC runs for Mosalah and the club yesterday. As I say, I would have been over the moon with a win, but I'll take the draw. I mean, City could have won it. People said they should have won it. We could have won it with that Fabinho chance laid on. But, you know, to let the lead slip twice, 1-0 up, 2-1 up, that's the only thing you could say against it. But we're playing a quality side of Man City yesterday. A really quality side. I think whoever finishes above City wins the league. They're definitely first or second, City. That's where they are. Will it be us? Is Liverpool, probably Liverpool, the only team that can finish above them if City don't win it, to be fair? I don't think United or Chelsea are at that level just yet, but maybe they'll grow into it. As I say, it's a long season. We're only, 20% into it? 20% gone, so there's a long, hard slog to go. Champions League as well, the FA Cup still, League Cup still. So there is a long way to go, and lots of ups and downs, injuries, derailments. We all know what can happen, guys. There's so much to happen. But get your comments in. We stay on for another little while. I'm enjoying this chat, this appreciation Mosalah chat. But as I say, Mosalah, I can understand his agent, but I do believe he will sign. I really do. I've heard from one or two people that are quite involved and stuff like that he will sign sooner rather than later, hopefully in the next few weeks, but he will sign. Maybe an early Christmas present from Mosalah, a long-term contract. And imagine this is a Christmas present. Are you ready? Mosalah to sign a long-term contract and an extension by Klopp. Now there's a Christmas present. A 2-year extension. Imagine that. That'd be nice. He's here in 2024, so he's 3 years left at Klopp. Imagine a 26 trick from Foden. Beautiful. Liz Golden in the house from Florida. How are you, Liz? Hopefully you are well. What did you think of that game yesterday? And what do you think of that Mosalah goal, Liz? Oh my God. Dreamland. Absolutely dreamland goal from Mosalah, the king of Egypt, running down the wing. Egyptian king. The Ribena juice is going down well. Yeah, well, that's Cedric. You know what? You're absolutely right. Still haven't lost yet. That's a positive. Give Salah's contract. Give Salah his contract. But, yeah, unbeaten start. We're unbeaten, to be fair. I think it's going back well into April, I think. We've absolutely, we've been a good start, a good solid start at Champions League with 2 wins, of course, and the Premier League. I mean, I'm happy. I'm not giving out. I'm happy. Mo's goal was magic, says Liz. It was magic. It was Paul Daniels. Ella's in the house. How are you, Ella? Hopefully you are well. What did you think of that 2-2 yesterday? Unbelievable. Thierry unreal win. Well, win. It felt like a win with that Mosalah goal, to be fair. It was good enough to win any game. But, gee, oh my God. Just watch it back. Watch it back. That goal. Even Mane's goal. Mane's goal was top goal. The passes from the goalkeeper to the defender. The flick from Fabinho through to Salah. Salah releases the ball the right there. Mane runs onto it, bang into the corner. That was beautiful as well. But the Mosalah, oh my God. Mosalah. Hope you're well. Hopefully you're well, Ella, as I said. Get your views in. Amy Kelly, I forgot our next batch of games. I'm sure we have Watford away in the international break. We do have Watford away in the international break. And Claudio Ranieri is the new Watford manager. Is it just me, or whenever a manager gets sacked, we seem to be the next team that plays them? It's always right home. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you can look that one up. But go back 3-4 seasons. When a manager gets sacked on a lower level team, who's playing them next? It's always Liverpool. Claudio Ranieri has got the job. Yes, that is absolutely true. Give Salah whatever the heck he wants, says Liz. Liz, I absolutely agree. I see my old mate Jack Mack is in the house. I'm going to send you a link, Jackie boy. You can pop in if you want, baby. Give me your views as well. I'll send you a little invite, as they say in Japan. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Jackie boy. I'd like to get Jackie's views. Jack Mack LFC, of course. Top red. If I can just find his. There it is. Jack, I'm going to send you the link. You pop in 10 minutes if you want. If you can't, no panic either. But the link has gone to you, bro. Check it out. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Ella says, good game on real goal. Still annoyed. Broke my hurls and camogie match yesterday, says Ella. Once you didn't hit anybody with those hurdles, you'd be doing well. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed. But I take 2-2, especially at half time. I would have took the draw. Footy live. Hi Dave, hope things are well. Long time no see, says Footy live. Footy live. Who was that again? That name does ring a bell actually. You might remember me from a while back. I do remember. Who are you? What was the name? It wasn't Footy live. Jack, I've sent you the link. If you want to pop in, baby. Anyone else think Hendo pushing forward, not defending as much? It was an issue in the match. Henderson looked wrecked. Henderson looked tired, guys, yesterday. Fabinho too. The two of them are off their bloody feet. Really, really looked tired. Last 10-15, he couldn't even run. He was giving us all. He didn't want to stop. So I've nothing bad to say about any of the players yesterday. I think he gave it their all. First half, we just overrun. And we just, did a lot better. We just did a lot better. Hi, Dave. Does Tom ring a bell? Thomas. Man United fan, was it Thomas? I don't know. I don't remember. Ever since COVID, my memory is just bloody gone. The last 18 months have just been But what do you think, Liverpool? What do you think happened to VVD? What do you mean? Adelia, what do you mean happened to... I don't think anything happened to VVD. I think he was okay yesterday. I think Van Dijk was okay yesterday. A bit ropey, him and Matt, especially first half. Second half, they got into the groove. But no, I wasn't too worried about VVD. He's had a big bloody injury, guys. I mean, Van Dijk's had a almost career-ending injury. Been out for 8-9 months to come back at that level and be playing. He's so important to the club. I'm just delighted to have him back on the bloody pitch. Van Dijk could be okay. It would have been nice if we had played both halves like the way we did. Well, Liz, I mean, I'm sure City would have said the same thing. They were so good in the first half. They would like them to be so good in the second half, but they weren't. We just didn't let them play like they did in the first half. So, game of two halves, But I think the draw was about right. We could have lost. They could be sitting here with a 3-2 loss and going, oh, no, City are going to run away with the league. But we didn't. We got it. Jack Mack is popping in a few minutes to give his view on the huge game. As I said, I'm going to stay on for a little while now because Jack is going to pop in and give his views on Mosalah, the King of Egypt's contract. Stay tuned. Hit the like button. It's so important. As I said, I did a Mosalah reaction video yesterday to the goal. I was in a pub with Keith, and it's over 6,000 views already. And it's just, you just don't know with YouTube and algorithms. You just do not know. But absolutely loving it at the moment. We are loving life at the moment as Liverpool fans. What do you make of all kicking yesterday? Personally, I think he was a bit off. What do you make of Ali's kicking? Sorry. He was a bit off. I mean, Ederson's distribution was a lot better, wasn't it, to be fair? Both Brazilian keepers. Yeah, but Alisson saved us once or twice, to be fair. That first half, 2 unbelievable saves. So, only for Alisson there, we could have been 2-0 down at half time. Yeah, you're back on track. But I was an old account back then. Hopefully you're well, bro. Yeah, Footy Live. Is that a YouTube channel? Footy Live. I do remember you, actually, yeah. Cedric Lopez. Everyone blaming Milner, but to be fair, not playing in his position. He always gives his all. Legend, everyone looks tired except for Mosalah, full of energy. Yeah. No, as I said earlier in the stream, can't give out about him. He's playing out of position. He's trying to fill in for someone when they're injured. He's mid-30s. I know he's super fit and stuff like that. He's still mid-30s. And he always does a job for us. He was lucky to stay on the pitch, it has to be said. But, can't give out about him. Can't give out about anybody who drinks Ribena. Nobody. Liz Golden says, what is she saying actually? I want fall to come here. It's 85 degrees here. To 85 degrees. You're in Florida, of course, aren't you? That's warm for October. Do you know what? Today, actually, if you look back on Red Men TV, 2 years ago, I think it was today exactly, first week in October, 2 years ago, 2019, I was on the Red Men TV show. I was over at the Liverpool-Leicester City game, the Milli Vanilli penalty in the last minute, if you remember it. And I was in at Red Men TV 2 years ago. I can't believe that was 2 years ago. Oh, my God. Jack Mack is in the green room. Jack Mack LFC is in the house.
How you doing, mate?
How are you?
Not too bad. Hello, chat as well. We were speaking about YouTube algorithms, mate. You should have dropped me a message. I would have tuned in. I was on YouTube and subscribed to your channel, as you know, for a couple of years now. Didn't even push up notifications.
Your volume was a bit low, Jack.
Hello? That any better? Or oh, that was me. that wasn't my ass. It's right. That was my microphone.
Was that the cat? Was it? Was that the cat?
No, yeah.
I'll try to in the chat. If Jack's audio is okay, give us the thumbs up, guys. Anyway, Jack, what did you think of that game yesterday?
Lucky after the first half to get a draw. I think if City did continue playing like they did in that first half, I think we could have been in real trouble in relation to the performance. But I know a lot of people have said Liverpool played poor, but Manchester City, you've got to give credit where it's due. They absolutely dominated us in that first half. Guardiola, yes, I think you only had one shot on goal. Really concrete in that first half from City point of view. Disappointing that Guardiola be gutted that he didn't go in 1 or 2-0 up. But I'm gutted for Mo, mate, and everyone in chat already tonight. To like even that Spurs game a couple of seasons back.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. It's the exact same goal, and it was the exact same nearly time. Well, it was a bit later in the game, and the same side. Everything was the same about it. Same type of goal and the same result, 2-2.
Yeah, you'd be fuming if you were Mo, weren't you? Like obviously. City, the rampant in terms of their press and everything else, but it's gutted. But I think in whole complexion of the game, I think City would be really disappointed that they couldn't get all 3 points. But Liverpool coming away from the game, thankful that we got a point. But yeah, I'm happy. It was a fair result. I think a lot of City fans will be saying no, we deserve 3 points, and you could probably agree with them, but. It was very unlike Liverpool watching that first half, mate. I was speaking to my dad when we were watching it at home and that, and it was weird.
I was worried. Yeah. I just said it. I was watching with Keith in the pub, and I said, if we can get to half time here without letting a goal in, it's a big bonus, Jack. You know what I mean? Because I knew Klopp, the hairdryer would have been out, and he was ready to rock and roll and give out, and we weren't going to be as bad second half. And City probably thought that themselves. Geez, we should be winning here. You've got to take your chances. They had 2 really, really good chances. And Alisson was equal to both of them. So it wasn't as if they were really, really bad misses. You could say they should score, but Alisson, 2 good saves, to be fair.
You know the man who I'm going to say that was the most ideal game for, aren't you? Gini Wijnaldum. Those are the games that he controlled.
History, baby.
That was the game that he in the past would provide the energy. It'd provide that outlet really in midfield that controls the ball, gets it on the floor, soaks up a bit of pressure, easing it. But Jones, he's had a great back-to-back games, and then it's difficult when you're coming up against the caliber of Bernardo Silva, obviously Rodri, and that man Kevin De Bruyne. I think if Kevin De Bruyne actually had his shooting boots on, and I know he's the secret Liverpool fan anyway, but Jürgen tapping him up at the end.
But his goal was a deflection, Jack. I mean, I'm not blaming Mack.
Even he had a off day.
I think Alisson would have saved that. I think he was diving. It wasn't a great shot, and to be fair, I can't say anything bad about the game yesterday. I was good. We were ahead twice. We weren't at our 100% best against a really good City side. Let's be fair here. For me, they're a top side. And I think if you finish above them, whoever finishes above them wins the league. It's as simple as that. If anyone finishes above them, we'll win the league. Because 2 teams aren't finishing above them. You know what I mean? So for us to go toe-to-toe second half especially, I mean, Chelsea couldn't do it. Chelsea couldn't do it 2 weeks ago on their home patch. You know what I mean? Chelsea couldn't come back like the way we did in the second half. We knew we were so poor. You heard them talking about it. Mosalah was disappointed. You've got to build from your foundation. When your foundation's so low and playing so poorly, it's hard to get up to a high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as you said there, Kevin De Bruyne wasn't at his best game, and sometimes the great players, they are always human at the end of the day. We not just Liverpool players, but City players who watch them week in, week out, and you're like, well, what's happened when they've had just like an off day? Yes. I know a lot of people, even me on my post-match mates as well, and I was speaking to chat, talking about Henderson. I was a bit gutted that I don't know what was the matter with him. The game passed him by, weirdly. But it was the protection. It was the protection that he wasn't offering Milner. So, like, even us watching it, you could see Milner was having a torrid time. Foden played amazing yesterday, no doubt about that. But when you can see your player or your teammate struggling so much down that right-hand side, he was on that right-hand side. Even if Henderson wasn't going forward, at least cover your teammate down the right-hand side and double up on him. Because even when Cancelo was pushing up down the left, Henderson was not to be seen. Obviously, not questioning his quality. We all love Hendo, but we needed an outlet in that midfield, and frankly, he didn't offer that yesterday.
No, I mean Milner. I mean, if you're the manager of the other team, you're gonna say, right, let's get Milner. He's not a fullback. He's 36 or whatever. He's 96. Let's go from. He's super fit, but he's not a fullback. He wouldn't be as fast as what he would have been when he was 26. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
He still gives us 100%. But if you're a manager of the opposing team, you're gonna say, let's go for this side, and everything was coming down that side. And Foden's good against most people because I think he's really a top player. And he's got that low center of gravity like Salah. He's very hard to get the ball off. You know what I mean? So I'm not blaming Milner at all. I think Milner, he's just doing his best to fill in, Jack. You know what I mean? And did a good job up to. I mean, could have been sent off. What you taking the possible sending off? What do you think? I thought he did a bit of a tackle force, but he would have went back to that anyway. No.
Yeah, I think if a gust of wind blew on Bernardo Silva, he'd fall over, especially at Anfield. But yeah, it was fortunate. I think if that was a Liverpool game that we were playing in Man United and say Bruno Fernandes done that to one of our players, we'd agree. But at the end of the day, it's not up to Liverpool players or Jurgen Klopp. It's up to the referees to make the decisions. We can't control that. I just would have wished that we won that game, because what a cracking interview we would have got after that game. From Pep Guardiola. He's such a great manager, but he's a little child at the same time in terms of.
What do you think of the Fabinho chance?
I think it took the whole stadium by surprise, mate. I think even when we were watching it, everyone at home, I think we all anticipated the City players to actually get a foot on, and then Fabinho's done his best. I think it's all three of them that went for the ball, the back post. We're surprised, but it would have been absolutely robbery if we actually got the winner. I tell you, there would have been absolute scenes.
Yeah, but listen, I think if it's fallen, he actually controlled it quite well. But he needed to lift it rather than hit it straight, just to smash it, lift it. A bit more controlled finish. Because it was a goal was vaping. I mean, he probably even could have took another touch. I mean, it was that much, you know what I mean? Because they were in trouble. Keeper was out of position. He's 6 yards out. I think if it's Salah, Jota, Mane, Firmino, it's a goal. If it's a striker, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
But we'll talk about the Mosalah goal. I mean, I started talking about it, probably spent about 20 minutes talking about it. But for me, that was Messi-esque. Similar to what Messi used to do for Barca. That's how good it was for me.
Magic.
What's your take on it?
Yeah, magic, mate. And I think, as I said, watching with my dad, and we were just screaming wow for about 20 minutes. Because I'm pretty sure everything going is at home as well. We're like, wow. Like, this is why we watch Liverpool, most importantly, but football in general, for moments like that. Not many players in world football can do that, what we've seen at the weekend. And that's why we love Mo. He's tried so hard. And for me personally, that's probably one of my favourite goals. I know Torres' goal a couple of years ago when we had him against Blackburn. I think that goal actually got voted the goal of the season.
But what you have to remember is this is against the top side. This is
top
against
opposition.
Probably the top side in the last, say, 10 years. It's not against Norwich. No, it's not against Burnley. Sorry, Burnley and Norwich, but you know what I'm saying to you? It's against the top Champions League finalists, champions of the Premier League. Like, you don't do goals like go by 3 or 4 players that easy with a team like Pep Guardiola's team. That's what makes it even more special.
He's the most informed player for me in Europe, and I know a lot of people will say Robert Lewandowski, but Mo's doing it in the Premier League, and he's playing on the wide areas. If Mo was playing down the middle and he was getting 30, 40 odd goals like Lewandowski, then you can understand. Lewandowski gets fed chance after chance. Don't get me wrong, Lewan probably takes every chance that he takes, and he creates a lot of goals himself, but Salah's doing it week in, week out, and he has been doing it consistently for the last 5-6 years, especially at the top of elite European football.
But as I've said, Jack, the big thing for me is the Salah contract situation. I don't care what he wants. I'm just trying to say, how the hell can you replace him? It's going to cost astronomical amount of money.
It's impossible to.
No, but it's not. Okay, you can get Mbappe. You can get Haaland. They're the only level you can get. But the problem is, they're not guaranteed 20-plus goals. You don't know what way they'd settle in the league. You don't know if it's a different league. You don't know if they're going to be as fit as Salah was. Salah's never injured. I mean, there's no guarantees. But with Mosalah, it's almost guaranteed. Do you understand? That's the problem.
You can't replace quality like that. And I know when FSG and the owners of the football club and people that run the club, non-footballing people, look at Salah and go, money. They see multi-billions. But as I said, they're businessmen. They look at Salah as an asset in their business. For me, it's caused massive frictions within the football club, and we all love Mo. We want him to retire at the football club, but it's the people at the top running this football club. Do you want to start a Super League? Who's to say that you won't sell Salah in the future if the right offer does come in from outside of Europe? Because I tell you now, the fact that they want to start this European Super League says to me they'll do happily anything without even asking people at the football club, even Kenny Dalglish or Jurgen Klopp. They'd pull the rug underneath their feet.
I still think, Jack, that Salah will sign a contract. I've heard it from a few people that in the know a bit that it is going to be signed. It's just taking longer than they would have hoped this side of Christmas. And he's 29. He's got 2 years, less than 2 years now. He's into his second year, you know that way. And 2023, and hopefully he gets the 2 years or 3 years that I think he wants 3 years on top of that, which will bring him to 34. It's his last big contract. 29 years of age. Yeah. He's not a money man. I mean, as I said earlier, he's a religious man. He's a family man. I don't think he really cares that much about money, but he wants to look after himself. He doesn't want to be sold. Yeah. He doesn't want to be cheap. I mean, he wants to get his worth from the club and what he's put into the club in the last few seasons. And I want him to get it as well because I think he deserves it. Simple as that.
Yeah. He's a footballer, man, isn't he, everyone? He's a footballer, man, and he wants to see Liverpool competing like every single one of us. He wants Liverpool to be challenging the elite top of the table like we have been in recent years, but he doesn't want this period in which we have had under Klopp to be a flash in the pan. He wants it to be consistently season in, season out. And I think he's got that much power at the football club and that much to say, similar to Jurgen, that he probably will be with this contract under the reassurance, similar when we had the great players in the past. Will the club sign some players in the future that really help them improve? Because for me, Salah, as you said there, Dave, and everyone in chat, he's not really bothered about the money. He's bothered about the ambition of the football club and hopefully helping him win more Champions Leagues and Premier League trophies.
But at the end of the day, he's not even a centre forward. He's a winger, really. You know what I mean, Jack? And for the amount of goals and assists and even getting himself in the right position, I mean, he could even have more goals because he's missed a few as well. Let's be fair. But the thing about it is he gets himself in those positions. And that's why he
Yeah.
scores so many bloody goals. You know what I mean? You can't buy that. You just can't. I don't care what anybody says. Mbappe or okay, Mo's a bit older, so he doesn't have as long as let's say Mbappe or as long as a Haaland, because obviously they've years on him. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if you're guaranteed 20, 30 goals a season, because you don't know how those guys are going to fit into the Premier League or off-field problems. Never mind on-field problems.
Yeah, especially in this market, mate. Look at Timo. Look at the players that have come to the Prem, and don't get wrong, some of them are great players, but as you said there, you're never guaranteed anything in football. You look at Naby since he's come to Liverpool, great player in the Bundesliga. He's got a couple of injuries, hasn't really settled, and 3 years down the line, he's not really established himself as a first team maker in Liverpool's midfield, has he?
Eamon Kelly says that goal yesterday strengthened Salah's position. Not that he needs to prove anything, but he's our best player. No, I mean, no. Even before that goal, obviously, the more great goals he gets, the more unbelievable world-class standout goals he gets. Obviously, the more it strengthens his position. Of course, what is he? 8 goals now, or something like 8 and 8, or something like that. I mean, it's
probably even 10, mate. He's probably the greatest player, apart from obviously Steven Gerrard and Suarez and Torres when he was at his peak. Torres. Did all those 4, and obviously Xabi Alonso.
For me, he's even better. He's better than Suarez because he's doing it longer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Suarez didn't stay around. Suarez was unbelievable. Don't get me wrong. He took some ridiculous bleeding goals. I've watched some of his 50 favorite goals. I mean, some of them you never see again. Are just ridiculous. Headers from outside the box and all this stuff. He's just like he's like a FIFA bloody, where these bleeding PlayStation players. That's what he was like. But he didn't. He might have needed to stay for another season or 2 instead of biting people. So for me, Salah has to be up there.
For me, he's most definitely up there. He's probably my favourite, especially in the Premier League era, mate. I think even my dad, he watched Rush and Kenny and all that back in that great era. Even Barnesy down the left wing as well. So. But for me, we're so lucky at Novas. I just enjoy every second of watching them. But that'd be great. It's always that's great, as Dave was alluding to and everyone in chat. It's a big contract.
I heard that a few weeks ago that it's obviously working on the contract. Everybody bloody knows about the contract.
It's the amount of money, Dave, innit? 350 every year.
I think it's that. I think it's the length of the contract, Jack. I think he's 2 years left. He's 29, so he's 2 years. So that gets him to 31. I think he wants another 3 on top of the 2 he's left, which will bring him to 35. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Or sorry, 34. And I think Liverpool were only going to give 2. So if he on top of the 2 he has, which would be 4.
Yeah.
But I think you just got to give him whatever he wants.
It's not like he's not gonna. You look at Ronaldo, 36. Everyone's like, "Oh, we need to be vested." No, Ronaldo doesn't need to be vested. He's a machine. At United, Salah will be the same. I think when he gets into his 30s, 34, you look at Iron Robben and Frank Ribery, the great wingers at Bayern Munich. All those years ago, they were into their 33s, 34s, and still playing in Champions League finals and European finals as well. So Salah will be up there, even at the age of 34, 35. Yes, he'll be at the back end of his career, but his performances won't deteriorate as rapidly as we've seen in the past, because you only have to look at Mo. He's built like an absolute machine.
He's unbelievable. I mean, he'd be like Milner. He'd be going to 30, 35, 36. He'd be that fit because he's just, his body, his metabolism, everything about him, he's just super fit, doesn't eat crap, doesn't drink crap. He's super fit. As I say, he's family orientated. He's as good on the field as he is off the field, or the other way around. You never hear that in bad about Mosalah. That's it. He's a family man, he's a football man. That's it.
You could probably even see him converting his position as well, mate, couldn't you? Or let us know, everyone in chat. Even the latter stages of Mo's career, he could possibly become a bit more central and not do as much running, and obviously become that number 10 to say, obviously in his latter stages of his career, because he'll still have that intelligence to get in behind in his movement. So It'd be
Well,
interesting.
as the Anfield Lark says here, Mo is probably worth 300,000 right now, but the question is whether he will be banging the goals in age 33 plus. I think he'll always get goals. I think he will
Yeah, most
always get
definitely.
goals, Jack. He will always
Yeah.
get goals. Okay, your pace goes with age as well, but he's so bloody fit. He's so fit. He's intelligent as well. He's got intelligence, football intelligence, which you cannot buy. Now, if Salah left, say next year, I would be absolutely gutted. It'd be similar to Torres. It'd be similar to Gerrard. Well, Gerrard left at the end, but it'd be similar to even Suarez. I mean, it'd be even worse.
I think
it'd be worse.
Yeah, he'd be the much worse, because we've seen him all the last couple of years. We see how much he loves the club. I know football fans probably. I learnt my lessons from Torres when I was a little kid. I didn't trust any player after that. Yeah, it was obviously you can never trust any football players, but you get that.
I think Salah's different. I really do.
Yeah, it's much different. Yeah,
he's a family, as I said. He's a family man. Yeah. He's not money orientated. He's one of the few footballers that isn't. I'm not saying he doesn't want a big wage package. He just wants his worth, Jack. He wants his self-worth to be turned into what he thinks he's worth. He's looking around at other players that aren't half as good as him and around twice as much as him, going, hold on for a second, I'm on 180 a week and that fellow over there's on 300 a week. He can't even kick snow off a rope. You know what I mean? So, Suarez was a cheeky player, which I like, but Salah's on a higher level. Who isn't an out-and-out number 9 is still banging in the goals, as Eamon Kelly. So Suarez was an enigma now, you know what I mean? He was a one-off. He was, what the hell was going on there? He was a lunatic, let's be real, you know?
Like, I think, as Eamon said, they're spot on there, mate, as always. You'd watch Suarez and he'd do about 7-10 plays on the pitch, and you're like, what? But, obviously, Salah is probably a very different style of player, obviously, but we're just so blessed that we had both of them, obviously, due to Suarez's footballing ability, not obviously his off-the-field nonsense, rubbish. But on the pitch, he was a phenomenal footballer. And the stats are frankly ridiculous when you look at Suarez, and hopefully Salah does stay for the next 5 years. Because I tell you, I'm mad if Salah stays, signs this new deal, and becomes Liverpool's greatest ever goal scorer. He's still a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, obviously.
Wow, I mean, we have to mention Roger. So Roger passed away obviously last week, and there was a big thing yesterday, which was nice. I think it was on the COP, wasn't it, where he had Sir Roger Hunt. Look at his record, Jack. Oh my God! I know football was different back in them days, and football's changed so much in the last 10 years. It's a different game now. I mean, those guys were kicking a rock around on a pitch. They weren't even wearing proper football boots, and the grass was real grass. I mean, you know, there was dandelions on the bloody pitch when they were playing. You know, daisies.
Weeds and everything.
They were different level. I mean, that was just different. Rest in peace, Sir Roger Hunt, because he would go down as an absolute legend. I see No Name is putting in here that Instagram and Facebook and all these things, some issue with them today. Yeah, and WhatsApp as well, I think, was down. It's all the Facebook companies that went down. Luckily, YouTube and Twitter didn't go, but
it's probably for the reason anyway. But we're here, Dave. You're here. We're all here. It's mad. The whole world stops, doesn't it, when Facebook and everything goes down.
Ramsey Edwards says it was a good goal. It was a great goal, baby, and you know it. It was an absolute dream of a goal. Have a great night, Liz. Thanks for popping in, Liz. Thank you very much. Talk to you again, I'm sure. Ramsey Edwards said, but he can't run as fast as before. I thought he was fast yesterday. I'll tell you what, his feet were fast. He mesmerized 3 or 4 of the City players. They didn't know what planet they were on, did they? And
Mo's getting quicker the older he gets. It's mad.
He's getting quicker with age. With age. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook are all awaiting new contracts from FSG. Well, they won't be back till next year then, will they? I hope they don't renew. But as I said again, Mosalah, just give him what he wants, Jack. Bloody get him down, sit him down. It'll be one of these Friday mornings when you get a little text from Liverpool going, announcement to be made, and you'll see Mo, little sign and trick. You know, the little 30. I'd say they'll make a big deal of this one, though.
It's the last card FSG have got to play, hasn't it, mate? Joe, if FSG have another shitter in terms of social media content or PR disaster, then they
I
can.
I think FSG have got to make this. They'll make this out as if it's the biggest signing, like one of the biggest signings in the world. It'll be a big media fucking thing. It won't be just a little text message on your phone, like, you know, Liverpool announcements. What Mosalah signs long-term contract, and Klopp follows him.
Double content. Oh, mate, that'd make our Christmas.
There's the Christmas. That's your Christmas tree, Jack. You walk down Christmas morning. There's 2 boxes under the tree. One big red box. You take the ribbon off. Mosalah, long-term contract, and then it goes, look in the other box. Jurgen Klopp, long-term contract, baby.
After all the players have committed the future, Jurgen has decided to follow in their suit.
Wow. Now Jurgen continues his journey with the Reds here. That's the dream. Jurgen Salah double signing.
And especially if
Salah out of the way first, I suppose.
Especially if Guardiola in the next 2-3 years is leaving City as well, could be the opportunity for Liverpool to really establish themselves as the leading Premier League club in terms of Premier League trophies. Obviously, we are a couple of behind United, but I think Jurgen needs to knock United off the pitch, and I think he will do that in the next coming years' time. But it'll be even better to solidify his legacy even more at the football club.
There's a question from Eamon Kelly. Do you think Salah will be tempted with Real Madrid? I don't think Madrid and Barca have the same pull as they did. I think a bit of the magic dust has gone off them now. They still are Madrid. They still are Barca. 2 big rebuilding things to go on there. But I think PSG would be more likely for Salah if he was to leave. Do you think?
Yeah, I think Real Madrid, when you look at them, even if you are a player, don't get wrong, historically, massive club, biggest club in Europe in terms of trophies, Champions Leagues, but they're an absolute mess. Whatever manager does go there, they'll probably end up with Zidane in the next couple of years again. Obviously, Ancelotti was a quick fix, and he's always going to be that case for Real. Probably will win the league there, but if he doesn't, then Atletico should really. But yeah, if you're Salah, mate, I think that's probably why it's taking a bit of time. There'll be a lot of communication in terms of the transfer departments, and obviously whether Liverpool are going to spend some money and helping this squad and helping Mo achieve his dream of obviously winning more trophies at Liverpool. But yeah, Barca, that's another 5-10 year job. Even if you do look at getting Xavi in, then or Ten Hag, the Ajax coach, it's not an easy quick fix, especially coming off the back of probably the greatest ever to play football in Leo Messi. We've just been speaking about Salah. It's technically impossible to replace Messi, even if you signed 11 Messi, like 11 players. But yeah, I think he'll should stay at Liverpool, and even he's not going to go to PSG because, frankly, yes, Mbappe probably is going to leave at the end of the season, mate. But they'll probably buy someone, Paul Pogba, as well. So it's.
Let them buy him. Here's another one. I was thinking of Mo Salah, a new song from Mo Salah. Mo salary, sign him on the line. Mo Salah, FSG. Mo salary, give him what he wants. Big time though. Just give him what he wants, baby. We want Mo Salah.
If it drags on any longer, mate, I think all of us, every Liverpool fan, will be outside Anfield knocking on FSG's door, literally with banners, get Mo signed up, buddy up. It's dragging on far too long.
We got 27 people in live here. If a new Salah doesn't happen, he will be sold in the summer. FSG will want to recoup. Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, do you let a player run down his contract to his final year? I mean, when he's in his final year, he's got all the cards. You know what I mean? The cards go from the club. He can just say, I'm going to sit here and PSG, give you what you want.
seeing what's happened with Mbappe, really. See, we've done
I
it with
don't want
Ginny.
to happen what happened, Genie. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't want that happening again.
obviously, FSG don't want that. But the play's all in Salah's hands, really. It could be a case of, as we've already said it a million times tonight, contract length ambition from the football club. But
Yeah.
Everton, even Jurgen Klopp, he made it himself that even the club, I think before there was a big massive fuss with Henderson's contract. The fans, obviously, the uproar a couple of months ago of the news trickling out, whoever leaked it to the press, whether it was from Henderson's camp or someone within Liverpool Football Club, then we all got in the bandwagon to say, give Henderson his contract, he deserves it. He's captain of the football club, and Salah will be the absolute same with.
Sorry, Jackie, but I was just
Sorry.
saying there to my daughter. She was on, I don't know what she's doing, some with her friends on an iPad or something. Loving the show, guys. John Moore in the house. How are you, John? Hopefully you're well. Carl Ray here from Jeremy. Sir Oswald Fortitude. We've had some great people in tonight from all over the world. Liz was in earlier as well. Ramsey Edwards. It's always great to have a good crowd in. Eamon Kelly. Anfield Lark. Oh my God. Who else did we have? We had loads.
The legends.
All the legends, and the legends continue. But as I say, the big one for me is I think FSG can give themselves a break here and recoup some sort of, something out of this if they can tie down Salah to a long-term contract. It'll give something back. And if he can do the same to Klopp, I mean, that's a double whammy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the cards fall into place, mate. Because I'm telling you now, all these players would not be signing up if they weren't under the understanding of Jurgen staying a bit longer. Chat everyone, how long's Jurgen got on his contract left at the minute? He signed a deal.
2024. 3 years.
So what's that? 3 years? Yeah. And most of the players have signed like a 5-6 year deal. No, Ali signed a 6 year deal.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe he was trying to tie everyone down and he's waiting on to see will Salah stay. And if Salah signs for long term, he might make a decision and say, listen, I'm going to stay with this group for an extra 2 or an extra year. You know what I mean? That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible.
And then leave it up to like whoever follows Jurgen. It won't be an easy job. And then, or even if Jurgen, because I think it'd be wrong that Jurgen, I don't think he'd leave it because it's a massive rebuilding job. Obviously, the second phase of this Liverpool team, obviously it will be, obviously you got Mane 30, Salah 30, Bobby just turned 30. I think Salah's like 29 or Mane's 29 and all that, but they're all at a similar age. I think it's whether Jurgen, after this current deal runs out, wants to be there and really being captain of the next second stage of Liverpool.
So Oswald Fortitude has a point here. No player is bigger than the club. Do we ignore this regarding Salah break the wage barrier? I'm not saying one player is bigger than the club, but I think it would send out a very bad message if Salah was to leave in the next year or so for the club, and therefore it would have all sorts of knock-on effects going forward. You not think, Jack? That's why I think I don't know.
It's signaling, as you said there, Dave, and everyone in chat. You spot on there, Sir Oswald. Yeah, we need to, as Mark said, keep every single one of us. Especially if you're talking about incoming transfers as well. They want to play with Salah. Great players want to play with great players, legendary players as well. And especially the players, Ali signed his new deal. All of them have Virgil. They would have all been understanding of his Mo signing. That would have been one of the first words every single one of them would have said. He's getting Mo signed up, and even I think Mane still hasn't signed a new deal.
Mane hasn't signed the new. Either is Bobby, but I don't know whether they're going to offer one to Bobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think for it, sir. Listen, we can't be talking about other contracts. We just got to get Salah signed up.
Yeah,
get him in the back door, have him there, and then you look at the likes of what they're going to do. As one of the lads said earlier. They sort of broke the structure with Henderson because they don't usually 30-year-olds give them an extension. I know he's the club captain, but it's rare for them to do that. Do you know what I mean? I think they were fearful of a backlash.
Yeah, no, it was. I think their hands were very. Yeah, do very much. Their hands were tied behind the back. It was only because the fans And probably Jurgen Klopp, most importantly, kicked off and went, what? Why are we not signing Henderson a captain? He's my captain. He's our captain at a football club. He bleeds reds. He understands every aspect of Liverpool Football Club. And as I said, it would have been crazy business if that was the case. But yeah, spot on there, Killian. Chaser, I think there was rumours, I don't know how concrete they were, that we did put a bid in with Chelsea, just a window gone. But as I said, he's obviously helped Italy win the Euros, phenomenal player. But Juventus, Italian football, you're not going to... See you later, Carl. Have a good night, matey.
Carl, fair play for coming in, buddy.
Yeah, you won't cost cheap. It'll be a lot of money for Chaser. I don't think Juventus would very much sell him, considering they've just got rid of Ronaldo as well, mate. But yeah, it's going to be difficult. But as we say, unless Jurgen Klopp or Michael Edwards or people within the technical staff have another ace up their sleeve, there's only so many times you can pull off these miracles. But as I said, keep hold of Michael Edwards' laptop. And even there's talk of him leaving, or is he signing a new deal? But
I mean, the double Christmas present, as I said at the start of the stream, would be a Mosalah long-term and a Klopp long-term contract. I mean, that's just dreamland. Whether that happens or not, I'm confident the Mosalah one will be done, but I think that could trigger a Klopp one. Do you understand? It could be intertwined there. I just don't know. It's more dreaming and hoping than reality. But I think the Mosalah one's a reality. I don't know whether the Klopp one is. I would like it to be reality. But I just think Liverpool, listen, guys, we're in a good place. You know, we're only a point. Is it a point off Chelsea? We're doing okay. You know, we're doing okay. We're on top of our group in the Champions League. I mean, we're in a better place than we were last season. Let's be real here. You know, we've got all our players back. People were giving out negativity all over the shop during the summer. We didn't sign the players we wanted to sign and all this. But I think, Jack, we've tied down a lot of players in the last few weeks. If we can get Salah tied down, I think that is a big plus, a bonus for the club. Yeah,
most definitely, mate. Absolutely. And even, obviously, it's been great, obviously, seeing the impact in which, sadly, Harvey did get injured this year, but I think he's probably one of the biggest positives to come out of whatever happens in terms of trophies this year. Harvey Elliott has really risen to the occasion. Yes, there was obviously talk of players incoming, but I think Jurgen Klopp sees a lot of Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones a lot more than we do on weekday and match week. And obviously the new the adapted Kirby facility, it has the facilities that obviously the manager can oversee, not just Liverpool's first team training, but he can see obviously under 16s, under 15s and under 14s. And given how much Klopp has a say in every aspect, obviously that's what he wanted since he come to the club. He wanted a similar model to what the German clubs do have, in terms that he couldn't understand or grasp why the English model was Wise Melwood and the Liverpool Kirby complex separate. He was so baffled. I remember reading quotes from him, but it's the Jurgen Klopp effect, similar. And he will have eyes on. We've just been speaking about the future as well, mate. And obviously the young lad, Kay Gordon, he's going to be some player, but as long as he keeps his head down, and there's a lot of great talent at the football club. But we know, we've spoken about it heavily, and everyone in chat as well. We all know the best the best manager in world football to get the best out of the young talent and nurture them and develop them is Jurgen Klopp.
I just see here the perfect from Egypt. Mosalah is perfect, and he's from Egypt too. The king of Egypt, Mosalah. And we've got Daz TV in the house. How are you, Daz? Hopefully you are well. We've got to do a video soon, bro, as well. What are we talking about here? My crystal ball shows a Liverpool future with Salah, Klopp and Jude Bellingham, plus trophies galore, but still no petrol. That's throwing petrol on the fire, that one. Jude Bellingham, I've said it since last year. I would love to see him at Liverpool, and I think that is a big possibility. Daz TV, there's a good buzz around Liverpool this season, and if anyone finishes at a buzz, they will win the league. Exactly. Liverpool and City, it's going to be 1-2 for me. So whoever finishes above either of them wins the league, in my eyes. You've still got Chelsea and United there, and I'm sure they'll be on crying about it. But I just think that game yesterday, the epicness of it, the battle, the quality of the football, Jack. You know, first half of City, second half when Liverpool came back into it. I just think that was a different level yesterday to the most of the other Premier League games so far this season.
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, we've spoken before when enjoying it. City dominated that first half, but Liverpool grew into it in the second. And I think all the neutral fans, obviously the non-Liverpool and City fans, would have been like, "Wow, this is the type of quality." And we've seen in recent years, everyone, haven't we? Yeah, we've missed out on a couple of leagues, but it's not like City have battered us. We've been competing on par. Obviously, last year we were crippled with injuries. Everyone knows the case in that. But last 2-3 years, Liverpool and City have drove each other on to levels in which the Premier League hasn't seen in a very long time.
No. I see John Moore is saying he'd love to pop on some time for a chat. Do you know what? I'm going to put the link into the chat where people can pop in for 2 or 3 minutes and give their views on either the game or a goal or a player or whatever the situation is. But the thing is, you've got, you can't be rude. You can't say the wrong thing. The only thing is I can press a button here and you're just gone. So, you know what I mean? You have to trust the people. I'm not saying I don't trust John Moore. I'm just saying for anybody in the chat, when they come on, that's what you have to do. Because you're live. You're literally live for the world here. We're live in Egypt. Because, it's world, it's America, it's Egypt, it's everything. Anybody knows YouTube knows it is unbelievable. Absolutely, John, anytime. Salah knows when Klopp will leave, there will be a drop-off. I think we will get signed up until Klopp leaves. Yeah, we'll hope Klopp's here till 2024. As I said, I think Salah wants longer. I think he wants 25, 26. So will Klopp mediate with him?
Yeah,
he can as well. That's the dream double act,
He can do it, can he, mate? He can play and manage if he wants at the back end of his career, Salah.
But it's absolutely. This has been a fantastic stream. We'll stay on for another few minutes, Jack. We'll give it the hour and a half. Really enjoyed this. I was just coming over 20 minutes. I'm an hour and 26 minutes already. Daz TV sums up yesterday with Mosalah. Majestic, momentous, marvelous, magic Mo Salah, the king of Egypt. What an unbelievable player. And we are all delighted that we have him as a Liverpool player. I don't know what this is saying in Arabic. Can translate that one for me, but happy to have you, bro. If it's saying something nice, of course. Sir Oswald, the behavior on here is usually pretty good. I can always listen to Dave's chats when my kids are about without worrying. Credit to you all. Yeah, we don't particularly curse. The odd time, me being Irish, you might get the odd curse, but no messing. You know what I mean? I like keeping it nice. As you say, sometimes you get kids listening, don't you, Jack? Same with you.
Yeah, it's the thing, and you represent Liverpool Football Club, and obviously you've got to go about the way. For me personally, that's always how I've done my videos, like me and you, Dave. Obviously, you've got to cater to all audiences and be respectful to everyone, really. But yeah, for me, it's obviously unless you're describing like a big emotion or like it's a great game.
You might have the odd outburst on like some channels. You might have the odd outburst, and as you said, emotions might run high, or a disagreement might, and you might say the wrong thing. But generally, I'm doing this 3 years. You're doing it 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Generally it's okay.
It's just not our style, is it, mate? Yeah. It's not our style, but really do appreciate all the support. The son of
Mosalah. But listen, we're going to leave it now in a few minutes, but really, I just wanted to come on tonight really to talk about the epic 2-2. I know we didn't win. Yeah. We could have won Fabinho at the end. We could have lost, Jack. We got the draw. It's international break. We regroup. We're sitting pretty in the Champions League. We're sitting pretty in the league, to be fair. Our players are coming back. We're hoping to have Thiago and Trent back after the international break. Elliott's still injured, but nothing we can do about that. Mm-hmm. We come back against Watford. They have a new manager, Claudio Ranieri. I said it earlier in the stream, but does it seem to you that every time a manager is sacked, their first game is Liverpool?
Yeah, no, it is always the case, mate. It's always that new manager bounce all the time, and you'll have Sai going up and down Liverpool's left hand side all that game until we talk about the referee's decision. Yeah, spot on there, Dave. It's hard, really, when you see some of that nonsense from them in the middle of the pitch. But it wasn't.
As Eamon Kelly says, once you're talking about referees, you put cotton wool in your ears, basically. That's basically, if VAR are referees, then you go like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically it. Guys, just before we go, hit the like button, hit the subs button, check out Jack Mack LFC on YouTube as well. This day, I think it was this day or tomorrow, 3 years ago, Jack, I was in Liverpool.
Yeah, me and you, Dave.
Yeah, I was at the Leicester City game at Anfield, the Milli late penalty. You remember that game?
Oh, what a game. What a game.
And I was in the Redmen TV studios doing 2 shows on the Monday after that game. It was around now, 4th, 5th, 6th of October. So 3 years ago, it has just flown in. Absolutely flown in. Here's to the next 3, baby.
Yeah, we'll sign a new contract, Dave, like Mo. All of us. We're not leaving.
And hopefully, I might even do another video midweek, maybe Thursday with Keith and I. And then Jack, if you want to pop in, we do another little recap.
Spot on, mate.
But as I say, guys, it's going to be 1 or 2 videos. Even though there's no football, we're in international break. There'll be a few more Liverpool ones. You never know. Contract thing might break. You just never know. As they say, keep it here, keep it real. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Check out Jack Mack LFC. Get on the train, guys. This is the red train, the Liverpool train. It's going for glory this season. We're in a good place. Get behind the team. Get behind Klopp. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much in the chat. Last word to Jackie Boy.
Up the Reds. Come on.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the guys in the comments. Too many of you.
Cheers, everyone.
But we shall see you again, and we will definitely do this again. Maybe Thursday or Friday, another live show, probably around 7:30. Keep your notifications on.